Howard Gardner is a famed social scientist who developed the theory of multiple intelligences. And the basic gist of his work is that there's different ways to be smart. That's why some people are brilliant at math, but they're terrible leaders. That's why other people are brilliant tacticians on a soccer field, but they can't rearrange furniture to make bookcases fit in their living room. It's impossible to be smart in all areas, just as it's unlikely that you're going to be unsmart in every area as well. And I feel like this idea of multiple learning styles and also the different ways in which we learn, auditory, kinesthetic, and visual, is really something that we don't think about a lot at church. We don't think about it in our programming. We don't think about it in our services, and it's a big deal. So real quick, Gardner says there's a linguistic kind of intelligence where you're good with words. There's a logical, mathematical kind of intelligence where you're good with numbers and thinking things through sequentially. There's a musical intelligence. There is a bodily or kinesthetic intelligence, sports, movement, yoga, whatever. There's a spatial intelligence, where things go, how they fit. There's an interpersonal intelligence, meaning how you relate to other people. And then there's also an intrapersonal intelligence, meaning knowing yourself, how you work, how you think. There have sometimes been hypothesized additional intelligences like a creative and entrepreneurial intelligence, and also a spiritual intelligence, but the research for those really isn't as strong. The point being, though, that there's just different ways of being smart, and there's different ways of learning, and there's different ways for us to help our people engage the story of God and cooperate with God to heal the world. But most of what we do is set up to be logical, mathematical, interpersonal, or linguistic. We do very little that would help people who are spatial learners. We do very little that would help people who are bodily or kinesthetic learners. We do very little that would help people who are intrapersonal learners, who know most about themselves. But all our potlucks and stuff that helps people. Sometimes our worship music makes musical sense to musical thinkers. But the point is that we're missing about half of them. And so here's these avenues where we would just ask the question, how will people who are wired like this best understand the life of Jesus now? Well, if we ask those questions like that, I think we're going to come up with totally different answers than the kind of church structures that we've had in the past.